Rich woman slapped waitress for touching. Her designer bag, then her husband. Recognize the waitress? The restaurant fell silent the moment the slap landed. 23-year-old Emma stood frozen beside table 12, one hand pressed against her burning cheek. Across from her, Victoria Harrington, one of the wealthiest women in the city, stared at her designer handbag as if it were more precious than a human life. "How dare you touch my bag?" Victoria snapped. "I'm sorry, ma'am," Emma whispered. It was falling off the chair. "I only caught it." "You should have kept your hands away!" Several customers looked uncomfortable, but nobody dared interfere. Everyone in the restaurant knew Victoria. She was the wife of Daniel Harrington, a billionaire businessman whose company owned hotels, shopping centers, and restaurants across the country. Emma lowered her eyes. "I apologize," Victoria scoffed. "People like you should learn their place." Then a man at the entrance stopped walking. Daniel Harrington had just arrived. He had expected to surprise his wife with dinner, but the scene before him made him forget everything else. His eyes moved from Victoria to Emma. Then his face went pale. "Emma?" The waitress slowly looked up. Their eyes met. "Mr. Harrington?" Victoria frowned. "You know this girl?" Daniel didn't answer immediately. He walked toward Emma, staring at her as though he couldn't believe she was standing there in a restaurant.
وهذه الأرض تملأها القبور.
She nodded. Daniel's voice trembled.
على ماذا التعالي يا
Victoria
صديقي؟
looked confused. "Daniel, what is going on?"
أأنت
He
البحر
turned toward his
أم
wife,
أنت
his
الصخور؟
expression suddenly cold. "You slapped her?" Victoria crossed her
كأنك
arms.
قد
"She
نسيت
touched my bag."
يا أخي
Daniel looked at Emma again. "Why didn't you tell me you were
بأن
working here?"
الكون يملكه الغفور.
"Because I didn't want you to worry." Victoria's
ألم تر
face
كم
tightened.
فقدنا من
"Daniel,
أناس
explain yourself." Daniel took a deep breath.
لهم
3 years ago, I
مال
was in a terrible car
وجاه
accident.
وقصور.
The restaurant became even quieter. My car
ألم
crashed
تر
on a
كم
rainy
فقدنا
highway.
من
I was
أناس
trapped inside. I was losing blood and my phone was destroyed.
لهم مال
She was the
وجاه
person who found me.
وقصور.
Emma shook her head gently. Anyone would have helped.
وكم فارقت من
Daniel
أهل
said. They
وخل.
wouldn't have. He continued. Emma pulled me out of that
أتاهم
wreck.
بغتة.
She used her own coat
قدر
and
يدور.
stayed beside me for nearly an hour until the ambulance arrived. Victoria's expression changed. Daniel looked at his wife. "The doctors told me that if she hadn't found me when she
على
did,
ماذا التكبر والغرور؟
Emma looked uncomfortable. "You don't owe me anything."
وهذه الأرض تملأها القبور.
"I tried to find you for months." Emma smiled.
على ماذا التعالي
"I
يا
moved away
صديقي؟
after my mother died. I needed a fresh start."
أأنت البحر أم أنت الصخور؟
"Does she work here every night?" The manager nodded.
كأنك قد نسيت
"Yes, sir."
يا
Daniel
أخي
looked at Emma. "You've been working here all this time?"
بأن
She
الكون
nodded. "I needed
يملكه
money. My
الغفور.
younger brother is in college." Victoria suddenly
ألم
looked at
تر
the
كم
handbag on the
فقدنا
table,
من أناس
then at Emma's red cheek. The anger in her face
لهم
disappeared,
مال
replaced by
وجاه
shame.
وقصور.
"Emma," she whispered. Emma looked at her. Victoria
ألم تر
swallowed
كم
hard.
فقدنا من
"I was
أناس
wrong." Nobody moved. Victoria stood slowly.
لهم
"I was angry
مال
about my bag and I
وجاه
behaved
وقصور.
horribly. There is no excuse for what I did." Emma didn't respond.
وكم
Victoria
فارقت
reached
من
into her purse,
أهل
but Daniel
وخل.
stopped her. "Don't try to buy forgiveness." Victoria lowered her
أتاهم
head.
بغتة.
He was right.
قدر
She looked at Emma
يدور.
again. "I am truly sorry." Emma touched her cheek and quietly said, "I accept your apology." Daniel stepped beside Emma. "You saved my life once," he said.
على ماذا
"Today you
التكبر
reminded me that money means
والغرور؟
nothing if we forget how to treat people." The next morning, Emma
وهذه
received a phone
الأرض
call from Daniel.
تملأها
He offered her a
القبور.
position managing guest relations at one of his hotels,
على ماذا
with
التعالي
a
يا
salary several
صديقي؟
times higher than what she earned at the restaurant.
أأنت البحر أم أنت
"I don't want this
الصخور؟
because you feel guilty." Daniel smiled. "It's not guilt.
كأنك قد
It's
نسيت
respect."
يا
Months later,
أخي
Emma stood in the lobby of that hotel wearing a professional suit,
بأن الكون
greeting guests with
يملكه
confidence. Her
الغفور.
brother had graduated from college. Her life had changed.
ألم تر كم
And
فقدنا
Victoria,
من
she
أناس
personally apologized to Emma again, and this time, without
لهم
cameras, money, or
مال
excuses.
وجاه
Because that
وقصور.
night, Victoria learned a lesson she would never forget.
ألم تر كم
A designer
فقدنا
bag
من
could be
أناس
replaced. A reputation could be repaired. But kindness, dignity,
لهم
and a
مال
human life were worth
وجاه
far more than anything
وقصور.
money could buy.